Hello and welcome to Color Up. Are you a pass line player? Well, today I might have a strategy that might possibly be the best crap strategy for low rollers. Let's find out. So I'm a regular listener of a podcast called Casinos USA, and it's hosted by Coach Fav. And he almost always has a crap segment in it, and I really enjoy his podcast. Well, anyway, he has this system that he talks about. He calls it the 3-2-1 system, and he claims or says it might be the absolute best crap system for low rollers if you play the pass line. Well, I like it. I'm going to discuss it today, and we're going to check it out. You're going to start with a bet on the pass line. If the point becomes a 6 or 8, you're going to bet 3 times in odds behind the pass line. If the point is a 5 or a 9, you're going to bet 2 times. And if the point becomes a 4 or 10, you're going to bet 1 times odds behind the pass line. And that's why he calls it the 3-2-1 strategy. But that's not all there is to it. What you're going to do is always have the inside numbers working for you. So if the point is a 6 or an 8, you're going to cover the rest of the inside numbers with minimum bets. So in this case, if it's a 6, we're going to cover the 5, 8, and 9. If the point is an 8, obviously we cover the 5, 6, and 9. So let's say the point is a 9, we would cover the 5, 6, and 8 with a minimum bet, and we'd have 2 times in odds. So that's if it's a 5 or a 9. Again, if it's a 5, we just move our place bet over here to the 9 with 2 times odds. Now, if the point is a 4 or a 10, you're going to cover all inside numbers, $22, but you're only going to have 1 times odds. So that's for the 4 and the 10. With the 4 and the 10, we're going to have a maximum of $32 at risk per shooter. But what we're going to do is we're hoping for some inside numbers to hit. Well, first of all, we're hoping for the point to hit, but we got a lot of chances up here with the inside numbers, so we're hoping for 2 hits on the inside numbers. If we hit twice, that's going to be a $14 payoff. And what we're going to do is have the dealer take us off on our bets. Now we've won $14. These are off and safe from the 7, and we have $10 at risk on the shooter. The worst case scenario here is we win $4. The best case scenario is we hit our 4 and we get paid 2-to-1 for our odds and obviously for our pass line bet. If the points are 5 or 9, let's say it's a 9, we're going to have 2 times in odds behind the line and cover the rest of the inside numbers. Again, we're looking at a $32 total risk for the shooter. We're hoping to get some point numbers hit. In this case, if we can get it hit 3 times, that's going to be a $21 payoff. So at $7, $7 is the payoff for each of these. If we can hit 3 numbers, we'll have $21. Again, we'll go off on our place bets. In this case, we have $21 that is locked up as a profit with $15 at risk. So worst case scenario, we've won $6. Best case scenario is we collect this and we hit our 5 or 9 and we get paid 3-2 for the odds and 1-to-1 up front. And then finally we have our 6 or 8. Again, we're going to place the inside numbers. This time we're going to have 3 times in odds. So our total risk for if the point's going to be 6 or 8 is going to be $36. Again, we're looking for 3 hits on the place numbers, which would pay us $21. We'll go off on our place bets. At this point, we've got $20 at risk with $21 won. So worst case scenario, we win $1. Best case scenario, we're going to win 6-5 for our odds and 1-to-1 on our pass line. All right, enough explaining. Once you see it in action, it's actually pretty simple to follow along. So let's take a live roll and check it out. All right, I have a $360 bankroll, enough for 10 shooters. So we're going to get our $5 pass bet down, and we got a new shooter looking for his point coming out. Okay, it's going to be 9. Point's going to be 9. So in that case, we're going to do 2 times in odds, and we're going to place the rest of the numbers and make sure the 5 and 6 are $6 each. Okay, 4. It's not going to help us. Looking for some inside numbers of the point. And there's the 9. So the 9 is going to win 1-to-1 up front and 3 to 2 in the back, or $15. Point's going to come off. So we can collect this up, rack it up, and same shooter's coming out again. Okay, point's going to be 4 this time. So we're going to do back it up with 1 times odds and cover the rest of the inside numbers. All right, here we go. Okay, hot shooter. We hit the 4, so that's going to win 1 in the front and 2 to 1 or $10 in the back. Point's going to come off. Let's rack it up. Off to a quick start. Same shooter coming out. Point's going to be 9. So this will be handed back to you. Well, you could ask them to. The dealers will ask you what you want to do with it. So let's put it in odds. And because we're on the 9, we're going to go 2 times in odds. And we're set up and ready to go. Wow, okay. Win 1 to 1 in the front, 3 in the back. This is kind of unusual, especially for my videos. The ones I roll, I'm always doing pretty bad. All right, same shooter, back on the line. Okay, dice off the table, no roll. And yo 11. Quick little win there. And there's a 9. Okay, so we're right back on that 9. So again, 2 times in odds. And there's a 5. 5 is going to pay $7. So that's our first hit. Well, the shooter's been doing well, but that's our first hit for this hand or round. And we're going to look for 3, just so I can demonstrate how the strategy works. Okay? And we're not going to get to see it this time. 7, 7 out. All right, that's okay. We'll get our bet down for a new shooter coming out. Okay, point's going to be 6. So we're going to back it up with 3 times in odds. Get the rest of the numbers placed. For those of you that are new, you can't place anything up here yourself. What you do is set it down on the layout and ask the dealer to place it for you. He'll move it up there. As you can't place any bets up here. All right, here we go. We're set up and ready to go. And that was a quick one. 7 out. And that'll happen sometimes. Okay. New bet down. New shooter coming out, looking for his point. Okay, point's going to be 10. So in this case, we're just going to do single odds. Place all the inside numbers. Don't forget $6, 6 and 8. And here we go, shooter. See that 10. And we got my dice rolled there, but that was a 10, 6, 4, 10. Hopefully it was on screen, it didn't come off screen. So we're going to win 1 in the front and 2 in the back. So far we're not getting to demonstrate the strategy because we're either 0.7 or hitting our point. But that's all right, we're doing okay. All right, same shooter coming out. Okay, he's going to go back on that 10. So again, let's get down single odds. Whoops. Single odds. And 7. 7 out. Geez, we can't get any, kind of going back and forth here. Okay, let's get our pass line bet down. New shooter coming out. Okay, point's going to be 8. In that case, we're going to do 3 times in odds and get the rest of the inside numbers placed. We're set up and ready to go. Okay, there's a 6. 6 is going to win 7. That is our first hit for this shooter. And there's a 10, dice rolled, but that isn't going to help us. And there's a 3 craps. Again, doesn't affect us. And there's an 8, okay? Pays 1 in the front, and 6 to 5, or $18 there in the back. Point's gonna come off. Let's collect that up. And yeah, same shooter coming out. Okay, 7. 7 on the come out's fine by us. It's just a quick win. And 12. 12 craps. We lost it right back. And there's a 4. Point's going to be 4. So we're going to get 1 in odds, single odds, and then get the rest of our inside numbers placed. And we're set up and ready to go. Okay, 4. Came right back and hit that 4. 1 in the front, 2 to 1 in the back. And same shooter coming out. Okay, 7 on the come out, it's fine. And point's gonna be 9. Dealer's gonna ask what you wanna do with it. We're gonna take it down and just add it for our odds, because with the 5 and 9, we're gonna do double odds. And we have a 9. Came right back and hit that 9. I'm really not getting to show how the strategy works by hitting the place numbers, because we're either 70 out or hitting our point. So just hang in there. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see this. The 9's going to pay 3 to 2. But I believe right now we're doing pretty good. All right, same shooter coming out. Whoops. Okay, 3 craps. It's a loss of our pass line bet. We'll just follow that up. And it's a hard 10, so our point's going to be the 10. So single odds, and let's get the 9 placed. So we got all the inside numbers going. And it's going to be a 6. 6 is going to pay 7 for our first hit on this hand. And a 9. My dice rolled there. 9, $5 is going to pay 7. So with the 4 and 10, we've hit it twice. So we've won $14, and we have $10 at risk. So we're going to go off on our place bets. And at this point, with this hand, the worst case is the worst case scenario is we win $4. Best case scenario, we go on to hit our 10 and win another $15. Okay, 3 craps, we don't care. Okay, 6. So this is a little bit more of how the strategy works as far as hitting your place numbers and then going off. Okay, and 8. And 7 out. That's okay, these are protected because they're off. So we just lose $10 there. And now we come out with a new shooter. New shooter coming out. Okay, it's going to be a 9. You'll get this returned to you, and let's go ahead and use it for our odds. We'll go double odds on the 9. And make sure that you ask the dealer to turn your place bets back on. Okay, 5. 5 is going to win 7 for our first hit. And a 6. $6 is going to win 7 for our second hit. With the 5 and 9, he says, Coach Fab that is, says it's really up to you, because you've won $14. If you go off now, you have $15 at risk. So worst case would be you'd lose $1 or you hit your point. I'm going to go ahead and, for this demonstration, try to hit 3 numbers for the inside numbers. On the 4 and 10, we'll just hit 2 before we go off. But 5 and 9, 6 and 8, we'll go off after 3 hits. Oh, dice off the table, no roll. Okay, and it's going to be a 4, hard 4. doesn't affect us. And 12 boxcars. And there's a 9. Okay, we hit our point. 1 in the front. 3 for every 2 in the back. We'll collect that up. And we're on the pass, ready to go. Same shooter coming out. Okay, it's going to be a 7, which we don't care on the come out. And yo 11. It's good for us. And 6, hard 6. That's going to be our point. Just ask the dealer to move this over to the 9 to get it covered. I'll return that to you. And on the 6, we're 6 and 8. We're going to do 3 times odds. All right, shooter looking for that 6. Okay, 10. And there's a 4, shooting outside. We're looking for inside. Okay, another 10. And there's a 9. 9's going to pay 7 for our first hit on this shooter. And 2 snake eyes. And there's the 4, another outside number. And 7 out. Not what we wanted to see. All right, let's get our pass line bet down. And we got a new shooter coming out. And it's going to be a 6. Point's going to be 6. 3 times in the back. Get the rest of our numbers covered. And the 8. And here we go. Shooter looking for that 6. Okay, we'll take an 8. $7 win. That's our first hit. Okay, yo 11. Doesn't affect us in the middle of the roll. And 10. And another 10, hard 10. And okay, back-to-back hard 10s. And another 10. One thing I should mention is, just for fun, he says if he's on the even numbers, the 4, 6, 8, or 10, and he does win a $7, wins a $7 payoff. You got lots of 1s here, so a lot of times he'll just throw a dollar on the hard ways, just for fun. So I'll leave that up to you. Not a great bet, but it's fun. Okay, there's a 9. So, and I believe that is our second hit on this shooter. So with the 6 and 8, we're looking for 3 hits. Okay, 3 craps, doesn't affect us. And yo 11. Okay, there's another 9. 9's going to get paid 7. So that's $21 won. So we'll go off on our bets, on our place bets. And now we've won 21, have 20 at risk. So worst case scenario, we're going to win $1 off the shooter. But 6 and 8, 5 ways to hit it. There's a good chance we could do it. Okay, 4. And 10, another hard 10. And 7 out. Not the best case scenario, but not the worst. I'm sure I'll get a comment. I should be all over that hard 10. Hard way 10, okay? Bet down, new shooter coming out. Okay, point's going to be 6. 3 times in odds. Get the rest of the numbers placed. And we're ready to shoot. Okay, it's going to be a 10. And a 4, hard 4. Okay, 5. We'll take that. $7 win. rack that up. That's our first hit. And an 8. All right, we're out of ones here. 8's going to pay 7 for our second hit. Looking for the third hit or our point number. And 6, we'll take the point. Much preferred. 1 to 1 in the front. 6 for every 5 in the back, or $18. The puck's going to come off. We'll rack this stuff up. And we're running out of room in our rack, so I'm just going to kind of set it up front here. And yeah, we're on the line, ready to go. Same shooter coming out. Yo 11, it's a quick win for us. And 4, hard 4. Point's going to be 4. So we're going to go single odds and get our 6 placed. So we have the inside numbers covered. Okay, here we go. Okay, 10. And there's a 6. Gonna get paid 7. That's our first hit. Another 6. It's gonna get paid 7. Now this is up to how you want to add the variety to it. I'll usually run through my bankroll once for systems like this, and then if I have profit, then I'll start variating off it. For instance, I might start pressing the 6 as I'm hitting it. So I'll kind of leave that up to you, but you know, no strategy set in stone. You can always kind of add your own flair to it. Okay, there's a 9. That's going to win 7. And that is our third hit, I believe. Wasn't paying attention, I kind of lost there, but I think we hit the 6, and that is our third hit, I believe. So we're going to go off on our place bets. We've won 21, and actually we only needed to win 2. I forgot, because the 4 and 10, you only need enough to cover $10, but that's okay. So worst case scenario at this point, we're going to be up $11. But let's go ahead and hit that 4. And nope. I went off on just the right time. 7 out. So we just lose our $10 there. These are protected. And let's get our pass line bet down for a new shooter coming out. And it's going to be an 8. Point's going to be 8. This can get returned to you. Let's use it in odds. And let's bump it up to 3 times odds. Have the dealer get your place bets back working. And looking for that 8. Okay, we got a 10. And 6, hard 6. 6 is going to win 7. For our first hit, 3 craps, doesn't affect us now. And 3 craps. And 7 out. All right, let's get our bet down for a new shooter. New shooter coming out. 8. Point's going to be 8. Mark the 8. 3 times in odds behind. We have just enough. Place the rest of the numbers. And we only have $1 left, so let's go ahead. Can I see this on the camera? Yeah, let's go ahead and do a hard 8 since we have $1 left. Okay, here we go. 12 craps. Boxcars. And yuck. 7 out. That was no good. We lose the hard way. And we lose all this. And let's tally up where we're at. So we got just short here. So let's change this for 20. So we got 1, 2, 300, 25, 50, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, $98. So $398. So we're up from 360. You know, we kind of, it was back and forth. I would say this is a very choppy table. We won some quick hands, we lost some quick hands, and a little bit in between. So there it is, the 3-2-1. The 3-2-1, he calls it a system, strategy, whatever, basically the same thing. So I hope you liked it. Check out his podcast on casinosusa.bet is his website. And I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And until next time, good luck on coloring up.